Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc, Lobliner, Machine Militia, alongside my mans.
You're doing that all the time.
It's my thing.
Mans. MassiveJoes.com, man. Got myself Neve in the house and myself in the house, in Marc's house.
Yeah, that's right. So cardio, guys. After training today, we all wanted to do cardio. 20, 25 minutes, whatever.
I did 22.
Yeah,
I did 26.
I did like 24. I think we had a good gap. The thing is, you know, cardio for fat loss isn't necessary. And also high intensity versus low intensity, that's another subject, but we get into that as well.
Yeah.
I believe cardio, and Sean and I just did a video on this the other day, cardio is essential for fat loss. But it's essential because it creates a caloric deficit without you having to lower your calories more, which makes so you're not getting as many micronutrients. Now, cardio for health. Absolutely, cardio keeps you going, it keeps your blood flowing, keeps nutrient delivery going. I like cardio. It also keeps your heart healthy, it keeps your cholesterol levels in check, helps with that. 20% benefit, I think it's a 20% decrease in LDL levels. I mean, there's a whole bunch of research, but you're getting ready for a show. So what's your opinion, since you're getting ready for a show, cardio for fat loss?
Yeah. The first thing is whenever I am getting ready for a show, obviously, you know, trying to get the body fat as low as possible, cardio is a big part of what I do. I go kind of one step further. I get asked about this all the time, guys, but I'm a big fan of doing quite a lot of cardio in a contest prep, and the main reason for that is I would prefer to push myself into caloric deficit via cardio and keep my caloric intake as high as possible, because that there is going to allow me to get as many micronutrients in as well as the macronutrients. And what I find is that allows me to maintain a lot more muscle mass while losing the body fat. So I'm a big fan of cardio, and I do quite a lot of it leading into a competition. In terms of what type of cardio is best for fat loss, is it your low intensity steady state, or is it your high intensity interval training? To be honest, I use a mixture of both.
Same here.
Depends what part of a contest prep I'm in. So when I'll start a contest prep, whether it's 12 weeks out, 16 weeks out, 20 weeks out, however long, you know, whatever shape I'm in, however long I need, I'll always start with low intensity steady state, because that's all you need to push you into a caloric deficit. As you get deeper and deeper into a cut or into a contest prep, your body fat's getting lower, and you really need something to push you further into that caloric deficit, or to push you through plateaus. That's where your high intensity interval training becomes very important as a tool to push you into caloric deficit, you know, with fat loss.
I'm very similar with Joe. I dieted for just coming over here to America, so I started about 101, 102 kilos. Joe wrote out my diet, and I ended up losing 7 kilos. So I'm sitting about 94. What's that? 212ish? I don't even know.
Somewhere there,
whatever
yeah,
it is,
sure.
whatever
Over
it is.
200 pounds.
Yeah, whatever.
200 and a bit.
200.
It works.
Whatever. But over that whole sort of 12 weeks when I was dieting, my calories only dropped from 4,200 down to I think about 3,700. So I only dropped 500 calories.
Yeah.
But lost what, 7 kilos.
You got the caloric deficit from
Yeah,
cardio.
just from doing my cardio. So I started off doing my slow steady state cardio twice a week, then 3 times a week, and then 4 times. So like slowly just increasing it, and that was how I increased my calorie burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, cardio, basically there's 2 ways to lose fat. I mean, to incur a deficit.
Yeah.
You can either lower calories, or you can increase activity.
Yeah.
Cardio simply increases activity. Obviously, high intensity burns more calories over a long period of time, less when you do it.
Yeah.
Low intensity cardio, you basically burn what you burn there on the treadmill.
That's it.
But I also believe there's benefits for nutrient partitioning, there's benefits for a lot of things, and also just overall health and wellness. I'm a big fan of cardio year round. For everybody, whether you're bulking, cutting, natural, enhanced, it doesn't matter. I believe cardio is even more important for those who are enhanced because of the effects that anabolics have on your blood lipids and your HDL and your LDL, and cardio helps to mitigate some of those downsides. So for everybody involved, I believe cardio is a plus. What cardio do I recommend? I like Tabata, which is a form of high intensity interval training.
Yep.
I like high intensity interval training with low intensity afterwards. Basically, you get the boom, and then you get the little caloric burn at the end. It's kind of like weight training with cardio afterwards.
Yep.
And then also like low intensity steady state. I actually do almost the reverse of what you do for most people, in that your body isn't able to push all out at the end of prep. And so I usually start with HIIT and Tabata. And as it increases, I'll add in MISS, MISS, medium intensity steady state. basically walking on an incline or a step mill. And then as prep comes closer, I'll usually shift over where sometimes at the end, it just turns into low intensity, steady state, just because you don't have the energy reserves to be able to push to that level of VO2 max you need to fully intensely do HIIT. But both ways work. Some people can do HIIT while into prep. But if you're getting that level of stupid shreddedness, it's gonna be really hard to sprint. And also if you're training, another thing is HIIT or medium intensity. If you're training 4 days a week versus training 6, if you're training 6 days a week, you're hitting that high intensity like training.
Yeah.
So that's where I add in medium intensity steady state. Because then you're not only doing weight training, but doing HIIT in the same day.
Yeah.
And also people who do legs twice a week, you throw HIIT in the mix, you're never gonna recover.
Yeah.
So that's why as prep goes on, but it depends on the person. Again, if I have a 250-pound enhanced bodybuilder, I'm gonna probably have them walk on a treadmill.
Yeah.
If I have a 170-pound natural bodybuilder, I'm gonna probably have them do HIIT more.
Yeah.
Because you don't want a 250-pound enhanced bodybuilder sprinting. Because it just looks silly and something's gonna break.
Or the treadmill.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean, the other thing as well that kind of leads off what you were saying, Mark, is it depends how much time you've got as well. I mean, if you're somebody who's very busy, you know, you work long hours, you've got a family at home, you just don't have a lot of extra time once you throw your weight training into the mix. I mean, 10 minutes a HIIT can be just as effective as 45 minutes of low intensity steady state.
Also lifestyle. I have a client, let's say I have a couple clients who are waitresses or waiters. They're walking for a living essentially. Have you ever seen how much a waiter walks?
I have not noticed, but I can imagine.
They walk back to the kitchen, boom, boom, boom. They're walking for 2 hours, 3 hours a day, including their breaks. That's like total walk time. Is low intensity really gonna do much for them? Not really. For someone like that, I'm gonna put them on Tabata and I'm gonna put them on HIIT. I'm not gonna have them walk because it's a repetitive motion. They've already pretty much exhausted that form.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing. Don't start your prep with too much cardio. Because if you start at 7 days a week for 45 minutes, 12 weeks later, when you're a week out from the show, where's your adjustment?
Yeah.
Start with as little cardio as possible. Right now, what I do is 20 to 30 minutes per day. Basically for overall health, but I'm not pushing it. But I'm maintaining that cardiovascular activity. I also train with my kids. So that's what we do.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. You guys, yeah, that works for me, guys.
That's a wrap, man.
I hate HIIT.
I like it when it's done in a team setting, like for sports.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, running on a treadmill, then stopping or doing the bike, I'm not a huge fan.
Or the cross trainer. Joe's a big fan of the cross trainer. And
I do, yeah.
He can't get me to do that.
No.
Yeah. It is boring, I'll give you that.
But you can watch Netflix.
Yeah.
That works.
Or play on Instagram.
Or watch porn.
Whatever floats your boat.
Because doing cardio with a boner, that's not a game.
I'm just gonna tell you guys, it's not a game.
Oh, that's what's up.